Hey everyone, it's me, and today we are doing another episode, arc actually, of the Sarah Jane Adventures. This one's called The Lost Boy. I avoided spoilers like the Dickens, but I'm nervous that this is probably about Luke, someone I thought should have been called Archie, but Luke. So anyway, let's not daddle. I'm never going to come up with anything good. Let's just get to this episode of Sarah Jane Adventures.
I'm gonna watch with you just like I always do.
Sarah Jane, Luke, Clyde and me.
You see, I remember the blackout. The paper said it was a temporary reversal of the Earth's magnetic something or other.
That's what Mr. Smith put into the news releases.
Sarah Jane's computer. Right, and which branch of PC World did that come from?
He's alien. I don't know where from.
I'm your father. You never thought I should know about any of this?
It was difficult. Especially after you got turned to stone.
Beg your pardon?
Yeah, I thought he would have remembered that.
Just give me a minute here. Used to fly around in space with this guy.
The doctor.
And Luke's
Love it.
Alien?
Not alien, he just isn't quite human.
Love this
This is serious.
catch up.
Maria.
You're not going to tell Mum, are you?
Like she'd believe me. Tomorrow morning I'm putting this house on the market.
What?
It's dangerous. We're gonna have to...
Oh man.
You can't blame him for wanting to keep you safe.
But if you talk to him, how wonderful it is, the universe.
Perhaps it is.
And sometimes things from space are amazing and beautiful. And you realise how incredible it all is. So much
My argument
more
would
than
be
living on Bannerman Road.
we're safer with her
Life is so
than
much
without
more
her.
than most people will ever know.
Once it's chosen to show you some of its secrets, you can't ever turn your back on it. None of us can.
No, I suppose not. I've got a lot to get used to, haven't I?
Palladian lights are about to appear! 1,000 years ago. The universe is smiling on us tonight.
Let's hope it always does.
Yeah, indeed.
But we pray every night that he's out there somewhere, unharmed.
Okay, it's Luke.
You're out there, Ashley.
Ashley.
Just call your mum and dad.
Isn't that Luke?
Luke?
Have ever been found.
It's you.
The police are stepping up their campaign.
But he belongs with us.
I think it's the
Mum
Slovene.
and dad.
An emotional
You're
appeal
my
from
mum.
Ashley Stafford's parents.
I have a comprehensive genetic match.
What?
Luke and Ashley Stafford are the same person. Society, being egg-born, find the navel crude and offensive. They would have surgically removed it at the time he was programmed as the archetype.
But you're my mum.
It just can't. Well, let's let the police make up their minds about that, shall we?
The police?
Mum, no! I told you, she's a weirdo, you'll see.
Will you just give me a minute, please?
I can remember every page of every book I've ever read. So why can't I remember them?
This isn't a bad day. Mr. and Mrs. Stafford, your real parents. They love you.
But don't you love
They're
me?
Of
Slovene.
course I do.
I think they're
You
Slovene.
belong with me, Luke. And you are going to be an ordinary human boy with parents that care for you, won't ever let anything bad happen to you again, the way I never could. And it's the best day of your life, too. You see? Parents, it'll be
Here
all
she
right.
comes, Calamity Jane.
Ashley! Ashley! Thank God you're all right. Oh, my baby.
Was I born from your womb?
Of course I'm your mother.
Can you remember us, son? No.
What have you done then?
He had an accident. He lost his memory.
I think we better talk this through down at the station.
Goodness knows what secret she's been hiding.
Just leave it, Chrissy. There's nothing
Yeah,
you can do
Chrissy, no one likes you right now. You're the biggest jackwad ever.
Come on, Ash.
My friends have nothing to do with it. I've done nothing wrong.
I know a cover-up when I smell one.
Nevertheless, Chief Inspector, I assume your attitude means I'm free to go.
You can go, but don't go near that boy again.
You remember football, didn't you?
I don't like football.
Like,
Okay, maybe it's not the
what that woman
Slovene.
do to him?
There's no way that they're really gonna let this story go this direction.
I suppose they used to like peps as well.
They're Slovene. If they're not Slovene, they're evil, but either way, they're Slovene. Either way, they're alien.
Psylocke, are you there?
Slovene.
We've got the
I told you when we met, my life is dangerous. I can't afford to have other people to worry about. They're a distraction. There can be mistakes. Oh, these past few months, I've just been lucky.
What are you saying?
Go home. You tell your dad he was right. You should put the house on the market. And you and Clive...
Sarah Jane, just an episode arc
Everything you
ago,
see.
Maria saved
How are
you.
we going to do that and to never turning your back on the universe?
Sometimes you have to. Sometimes it's the only way to survive.
Don't like that.
You need a purpose, Sarah Jane. I've been monitoring experiments at the Pharos Parascience Institute. They have been carrying out research in telekinetic energy.
They've been running experiments in mind over matter just as long.
With little success. But now they have developed a way to harness telekinetic energy. They are using alien technology.
Maybe I should pay them a visit.
My thoughts exactly.
Yeah, and this time, I won't have any children to slow me down.
Hate that. Like they're really slowing you down.
You sleep well?
Why did you lock my door?
Well, you ran away once, remember? Since you've lost your memory, we'll never find out, will we?
I want to see my friends.
What, Maria and Clyde?
How do you know their names? I never mentioned them.
You won't see them again.
Why don't we find out? They live in Hammersmith, right? Have you got the address?
I love all the castles in this part of the world.
Much for seeing me, Professor.
Oh, the Pharos Institute doesn't get nearly enough media interest.
Yeah, it is
We're
incredible.
not done yet, Miss Smith.
Also, it looks unstable.
Unfortunately, we're having a little difficulty with our energy focus stabilization. MITRE. Magnified intensification of telekinetic reactive energy.
Looks very complex.
Don't waste your time or mine asking me to explain.
Miss Smith's a journalist. She wants to talk to you about MITRE.
You told her about MITRE? How stupid can you get?
Well, I'm sorry, Nathan, but your work is important. It needs...
I used to know someone your age who could wipe the floor with your intelligence, Nathan. And wipe the floor with you, too.
We'll see about that.
Okay, that was wild.
What do you want? Hi, my name's Clyde. I'm a friend of Ashley's.
So?
Is he in? Can I see him?
No, ×2. Now hop it.
You know, you don't look much like Ashley, do you, Mrs. Stafford?
You're trying to say he's not our Ashley? That's Sarah Jane sent ya. See? His birthday. Ashley, me, and his dad. So you take that photo and you show it to Sarah Jane Smith and you tell her my boy is back where he belongs.
Weird sound effects they're using in between cuts.
His so-called mum wouldn't let me see him. And you know what she said they gave him for his birthday? A skateboard. You've seen him on a skateboard, no sense of balance at all.
After what the Bane did to him.
I don't care what anyone did to him. You don't lose something like that, it's instinct. I'm gonna take it to Sarah Jane.
Photos indeed can be faked.
What are you doing here?
We have a problem.
Nathan Goss is a genius. He has an IQ of 195.
Of course, he's
quantum physics at
Slovene.
the age
That
of
makes sense. I'm such a
Some call him the
fool.
young Einstein.
It could make a terrible weapon.
A destroyer of worlds, in the right hands. If I could analyze its composition, I could be definitive of its technology and origin.
Mr. Smith, are you asking me to go back to Pharos and steal one of those headsets?
It would be of great assistance.
The Zylock said she might come poking her nose in. It said it would take care of her.
The Zylock? Do you really think we can trust a Zylock?
The plan's too far advanced. She can't stop us. We got the Banes.
What was that?
Oh my.
They're a bit on the snug side.
Slovene. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. I even questioned it for a minute.
But you're skinny.
I keep saying Slovene. Is it Slovene?
With this technology, I can eat all I want and still be a size 8.
And you?
What? Don't you remember me, Luke? How you killed my family and left me locked in a sealed room to die?
Oh my gosh.
Same Slovene, different skin. I teleported out and survived. My father wasn't so fortunate. I'm going to get my revenge.
Bet he's always wanted to do that.
Clyde, what a pleasure.
What? Really?
You have something for me?
Yeah, as it happens. Got this.
You're right, Clyde. It is fake. I faked it.
What?
You?
What?
Am I missing something?
More than you could ever imagine, Clyde.
This is upsetting to no end.
I am a Zylog. I have a purpose. And you, Clyde, are a part of it.
Oh, man. I should have seen that foreshadowing coming. Well, that sincerely sucks. Mr. Smith was so cool. Also, brilliant foreshadowing from this show, because I totally overlooked it, and it was abundantly clear, and I should have noticed when they mentioned that they don't really know where Mr. Smith's from. It was something that they talked about. I think it was from between Maria and her father, and I didn't even catch it. It was so evidently clear that they were foreshadowing that there was something wrong with Mr. Smith by saying they don't really know where he's from, and he's of alien. Oh my goodness. It's weird, though, that Mr. Smith would spend all this energy or digital efforts, whatever you want to call it, on still helping them all the way up to this point. Fun twist, but it doesn't quite add up. Very disappointing. I'm not in love with it because now, like, without Mr. Smith, what are they going to do? I guess just use a computer? Yeah, I have no idea, but they're going to have to find a replacement for Mr. Smith, or they're going to have to reprogram Mr. Smith. I don't know. The whole thing's very disappointing. And now it seems like Mr. Smith is truly behind all of this. Whew. I mean, one hell of an arc, but boy, is it kind of disappointing at the same time. Anyway, man. So I called it, though. I mean, I didn't call this, but I called that Luke's parents are not his parents. They are indeed the Slovene, which I did call, although I said Slovene. And I love how whenever the Slovene don't feel like they need to hide anymore, they just straight up and out themselves. They're constantly like, we don't need to hide this, so we'll just reveal ourselves. And they take all the effort, and it feels like it's a lot of work to put those human suits on and off all the time, but to each their own. It sucks that everything kind of parted ways. This is a very epic story arc. It feels like this would be a season finale. I don't know how many episodes we have left, but that's what this feels like right now. So I'm sure there's more to it than that. But this is a huge story arc. The last one was cool, and it was huge in itself, but this is really huge because, yeah, I cannot believe that this is already happening in season 1. It's crazy. It's crazy. Whew. Anyway, I hope that they get it sorted out. Everything's in disarray, but this feels like we're getting to that point of the Dark Night of the Soul, as you would call it, when all things are lost, and then it's the Dark Night of the Soul. So we're definitely getting to the all is lost moment. We're almost there. We're not quite, but things are definitely pushing that way. What with Sarah separating from the kids, the Slovene holding Luke captive, and, you know, God knows what plans they have for him. Along with the fact that Mr. Smith is evil. It's crazy. Whew, a lot to take in. Anyway, let's get to part 2, shall we? So until next time, when this dude does it again. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel and our other channel, youtube.com/fanningout. You can also support us by watching full-length reactions and more at patreon.com/fantheorytv. And we have a merch store where you can buy all kinds of goodies at teespring.com/store/fantheorytv.